All right, metalheads, this is DJ REM and the Crushed Beyond Dust show, and I have Nick and Brett from the band Vanlade on the line. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I've been having a killer show. Been playing pretty much for the most part all evening so far. Online metal promo metal artists, so
excellent, good stuff.
it's been the lineup of the bands is freaking amazing. I can't complain.
Well, thanks for having us on.
Yep, thank you for taking time. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves and your spot in the band, and then also the members of the band that are not with us tonight, please.
Sure, yeah. My name's Brett. I'm the singer. We got Nick here, bass player. We have Zach Vanlade. He's our guitar player. And then Vinny Camarillo is our other guitar player. We're actually down our longtime drummer right now. He just recently retired, so we're out a drummer. But our old dude's name was CC Spearhead. He was with us for a long time, and so now we're looking.
Okay, well, good luck in that quest. Hope it happens quickly for you.
Oh yeah, same. It's hard to find a drummer around here.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So being that you don't have a drummer at the moment, what are you guys up to? What do you have any? I'm guessing no live shows at the moment, or?
Well, at the moment, no. We have a dude that tours around with us, should we need it. But recently we've just been neck deep kind of in recording. We're finishing up our upcoming album called Rage of the Gods, which should be out. What's that, Nick?
Oh, I was saying, yeah, we just finished the bass yesterday for it, so.
Yep, so that should be out hopefully, if not later this year, early next year.
Park on the fucking land strip.
So, sorry, we got someone here.
No, it's okay. What's going on there? Tell me what's going on. Give me the live action.
Actually, Zach is joining us right now. Get in the car, Zach.
Well, okay. I have Dallas.
Okay, never mind. Go.
He's fine here. I can.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, we're wrapping up our recording, and that's about it right now. We're kind of just
Okay.
100% dedicated in that.
Very cool. Well, obviously, I've been playing tracks off the Iron Age album. It's killer. So why don't you tell me a little bit about that? What recording studio and stuff did you guys use when you did that?
It's kind of a collection of songs that we put together since we had come together as a group. We've been writing those for a long time. The studio, it was actually an unnamed kind of local studio with a producer, just kind of a local producer who'd done a couple bands around town named Corey White. We just got in contact with him and threw that together, released it in 2012. Yeah, and that was pretty much, yeah, that's that.
Okay. What about the album cover? Who designed the album cover for you guys? Because it's badass.
That's a good question. Yeah, actually, that came about through, we were talking to Slaney Records, the company that helped us distribute it, and they hooked up the art for us. And
I thought it was a Stormspell guy who did the art.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Stormspell.
Some German guy, and he didn't speak English, and we got what we didn't want.
Well, no, they helped us out doing the art, and it was sort of a weird communication thing where we were talking to them, they were talking to the artist, and then it came together as sort of the silly album cover that we have. But I mean, in the long run, it is what it is, and it's.
Yeah, we ran with it. We ran with it.
It's pretty funny. I think it works out.
I think it's pretty cool, personally. So
it's somewhere in between cool and uncool, but I think that makes it cooler.
I'm not sure why the dude's grabbing his crotch, but hey, whatever.
Like I said, just a weird communication error, and then it came back and he was grabbing his nuts, and that's.
We actually. When he sent us the first draft of the guy grabbing his nuts, we made it really present that we didn't want that, and then somehow it got commuted that we really wanted it. I don't know how. But,
little translation issue there, that's all.
Yeah.
It's kind of Spinal Tap-ish.
Yeah.
The chick with the sword's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not a bad album cover, and it does turn heads, which is kind of, I guess, the point of it. So
there you go. So, what are you going to do for album art for the album you're working on now? What's your plan for that?
Actually, we've already got the album art done. It was a girl in Chicago named Lauren Gornick, kind of a friend of a friend that put it together. And that we've got it up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Vanlade. Yeah, so the art for the next album's already finished. Right now we're just working on finishing recording, and then we're gonna.
So is the art? Is it the cover for your guys' page then? Up at the top?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the front and the back.
Yep. Oh, very cool. Yep. Yep. That's cool. Who designed that for you?
That was Zach actually threw the idea together and drew up kind of a rough sketch, and we sent it to her, and she gave us the final product.
Okay. Very cool. So, how long has Vanlade been together as a band?
It's since
2006.
Yeah, 2006 it actually started. Kind of a high school band, and then
just kind of. But the actual lineup that we have now, or like the core group at least, wasn't really established until around 2009.
Well, it was about 2010. It was mostly me and Nick until then, from 2006 to 2010, until we incorporated Brett Blackout, and then invited Corey Campbell to be our drummer.
Zach reeks of booze right now.
There's no problem reeking with booze.
He's forgetting that'd be Cody Campbell was the drummer, not Corey Campbell. Our drummer of 5 years now.
All I know is I keep hearing about a bunch of whispering in the background. What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
I called you out. I heard you.
There's no whisper. Drunk man in the back.
Blame the drunk guy. Okay. How often do you guys get together and practice? Do you guys have like a routine?
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now, like I said, we're down a drummer, so we've kind of been in limbo for practicing. But generally once a week, and then we have like a strings practice on Mondays. I think it was Mondays. So I guess once and a half a week.
Okay. Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
So, question for each of you: what kind of influences did you and have you had in your life that got you into metal and made you want to do something like this?
Nick actually showed me metal in middle school. I guess probably before that he was listening to like Ozzy Osbourne. I've known Nick since first grade here, so
yeah,
we go way back.
And I kind of got it just from my parents. Like both grew up kind of in the '80s, and my mom was like really into like glam metal and stuff like that, and my dad was kind of into thrash metal, and so I just kind of got it from there. It's just kind of a thing that's just what my parents listened to, so that's kind of just what I got into through that, and then kind of just showed it to a bunch of friends as time went on, and kind of sparked a little group, I guess. Like, I don't know about you, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, I listened to AC/DC, and then I wanted to pick up a guitar, and then I met Nick, and then I got into metal. So that was pretty much it. He showed me Iced Earth, and then that was the best thing I've ever heard. And so, from then on, I just listened to metal from then on.
I guess it was Nick's parents.
Yeah, I guess it was my parents, yeah.
Nick's parents are not to blame, they're to thank for all of this. Very cool. So, as long as we're talking about individual likes here, if I was to grab again, another question for each of you, if I was to grab your MP3 player or iPod or phone or however you listen to music, what bands would I find you listening to right now?
Zach says Metallica. Zach's a Metallica fanboy. I have a ton of like 70s stuff, a lot of like 70s metal, and a lot of I don't know. I like a lot of hair metal too, and like progressive rock, and I don't really have a whole bunch of stuff like past the '80s, to be honest, on my iPod. What about you, Nick?
I don't know. I mean, like generally, I like old school power metal, like Halloween, and I guess things like Riot and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, like I like that kind of stuff, but I also I'm pretty heavy into like doom metal myself. But that's kind of the polar opposite of what we play personally. So I mean, that doesn't really show through in any of our stuff. But I mean, that's kind of those are my two kind of things that I really like.
Zach?
Well, I mean, of course, Metallica is playing there, and I also personally love Queensryche and Queensryche and Megadeth have been very huge to me recently. They've been fastest and catchiest to me, and I feel that's really a big part of writing an amazing song is fast at the same time as catchy. And that's what I'm going for with Vanlade. That's what everyone in Vanlade is going for, and that's what I think everyone should go for.
Tell us how you really feel.
I think he likes the songs fast and catchy.
Yeah. If I'm faster than you, then I'm doing well.
Great. So, are any of you guys still Panther fans?
Of course. Yeah, of course. I mean,
I can't tell. I can't get past the joke.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's like, I mean, I don't know. I could find some value in it, and I definitely think the dudes are talented, but I don't know.
Community property is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for what it is. Those guys are really good musicians. I wish they just started a real band.
I think they're doing pretty well with what they got going.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they're popular.
They're opening for like Judas Priest now.
Yeah, guys, I just wish they would.
No, I know what you're saying. Though it'd be nice to hear them do some real music.
Yeah. Because they definitely have the chops for it. I mean,
I listen to it. I listen to it as like a heavy metal fan listening to it and thinking that it's. I don't know.
It's kind of like
I need to listen to it as.
I feel like it's making fun of heavy metal
comedy fan
at the same time that they're doing heavy metal in somewhat justice, like because they're still doing it like all these bands or all these faux bands are doing parody acts like, and then they're just.
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's saying.
I kind of lump them together. I mean, like not stylistically, but I mean, like I get the same vibe when I listen to them, like as if I'm listening to like Tenacious D or something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. I get you.
Yeah.
And Zach, I have to tell you, I love that you said Megadeth because that's my favorite band of all time.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Get them all.
So,
no, I mean, like, there's nothing better than Rust in Peace.
that is my favorite album as well.
Technical, perfect album in the world, and
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. And the CD looks like it has a nuclear symbol on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys come up with the name of the band? Where's that come from?
Well, basically, in the early formations of it, we had a few names that kind of ended.
They were called Vampire with a Y.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty shitty. but either way, we went through a bunch of names, and at one point we had like a couple different V names because we had come up with like this V logo thing that we thought was really cool. Which turns out we kind of just ripped off the V thing. Have you ever seen the movie Underworld?
I have not.
Really? Okay. Well, there's a character in that movie who wields like a sword with a giant V emblem on it.
Okay.
And it turns out we were subconsciously ripping that off. And but at the time we did not know that. So then we kind of came up with Vanlade when we were just looking up cool mythology stuff, and just thought it fit because we wanted to keep a V logo. And then we didn't even end up using that logo, but since the name was unique and no one has it, we just kept it.
So does Vanlade have a meaning then?
Yeah, it's a character in Norse mythology.
Okay.
Which
He's some kind of king.
yeah, he's like a Swedish warrior king guy.
Okay, that's cool.
Like we thought that was cool.
And that's metal. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We just put wings on it.
Oh boy. So, where can people go to find out more about Vanlade? What social networking and websites you guys use?
We mostly our Facebook page is the one that we monitor. It's facebook.com/Vanlade, Vanlade, and we've got a Reverb Nation page, pretty much just because that's how we have Iron Age, our first album, up for free download on there. We don't really monitor that one or anything, so people, I mean, I'm not sure, I don't know many people that use Reverb Nation to actually socialize or anything, but the Facebook page is kind of our official page.
Okay, very cool. Do you guys have any merchandise for sale?
Yeah, we do. We've got T-shirts, and we've got our first album, and we're working on getting some T-shirts for the Rage of the Gods album cover. Those actually have a Big Cartel page. It's BigCartel.com or Vanlade/Big Cartel or something like that. You'd have to Google it. I should probably know that.
Is there like a link on the Facebook page to it?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, there we go. So,
Right now,
go to the Facebook page.
T-shirts and CDs. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to tell everybody that's tuned in and that will hear this recorded. You know, if you dig these guys, go to the Vanlade Facebook page. You know, if you dig their stuff, buy some merch, help support the band.
Awesome.
There you go.
Definitely do that. Thank you.
There's your shameless plug. So, with everything you guys got going, obviously you're looking for a drummer, but you know, what's your future plans for the band? What do you guys kind of have? Are you thinking it's going to happen or hoping?
Well, we are. I mean, we're going to finish this album. We're going to do. We'll try and get out for a couple week-long tour, either East Coast or West Coast. We haven't completely decided yet, but I mean those are kind of our short-term plans. For the long run, we hopefully we find a drummer.
A permanent one, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, just keep making heavy metal music.
Keep chugging away, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't plan on stopping.
Very good. Well, I can tell you, I went to a show a few months back, and the band did not have a drummer, and they just use a drum machine. Please don't do that.
Well, thanks for the idea.
I mean,
It's easier.
They pulled it off, but I don't know. It was very weird to not have a drummer up there.
Yeah, it's strange.
One less mouth to feed.
I don't know if we pulled it off, but
So, what do you guys do to relax when you're not playing music? Does anybody have any crazy hobbies or anything they like to do?
Zach says beer. we can tell. I watch Lord of the Rings, probably the entire series once or twice a week. What do you do, Nick?
I watch a lot of movies and I read a bunch of comic books. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. We're all losers and drunks.
We're all losers and drunks. Yeah. Fucking nerds.
yeah. Hang out with my dog.
Bunch of dweebs.
Yeah, we got a dog in the car too.
Yeah.
We play with dogs.
Play with dogs.
Probably just thinks we're in an alley.
We're just slinging some rocks back in this alley.
Looking for shelter in the dumpster and.
Whatever you got to do, guys. Whatever you got to do. I am not judging whatsoever. So, what would you say what do you think sets Vanlade apart from all the other bands out there trying to do something like you guys are doing? When you guys do live shows, what are people going to get when they come see you?
We put out a lot of energy when we play, and we keep the tempos really. Zach says faster. Zach, you can just talk, Zach.
I said we're faster than every other band out there, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we put a lot of effort into the live shows, just giving it our all. I think that in the fact that it takes us a long time to, a lot of people think it's kind of weird, but it's a pretty decent deal to us when we release just one new track, because we spend a lot of time working music before we show it to anyone. And let alone too, we do have kind of that, especially from the first record, you can tell we have that old school vibe to us, but I think when people hear this new record too, they're going to realize how much more diverse we can be or are willing to be within the same genre. I mean, still within good taste at least. But I don't know. I just I don't think that I've heard many bands that actually sound like the material that we've progressed towards. But again, I guess you won't really know that until we get the second record out. But
Anybody else have anything else to comment on that before we move on?
No, I think Nick nailed it.
Yeah, Nick got it.
All right, good job, man. You nailed it.
boom, nailed it.
So, okay, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you guys at a live show?
Ooh, at a show?
Nick fell down once.
I fell down once. I've fallen down many times. I think the craziest show. I don't know, man. That's the craziest show in general. I don't know if anything really like entirely insane has happened.
Those Warriors of Metal Fest were pretty.
I was going to say that, but I mean, like that was like as a whole experience. Like there hasn't really been anything like insanely crazy happen like while we were playing or anything like that. But like
You get really excited about a mosh pit. I mean, that's fucking amazing.
Right.
One time I stepped on the surge protector and turned off the entire show.
you turned off everybody besides our rhythm guitar player. Like Mike was still going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember it was on a different circuit. That was amazing.
That was weird. During the filming, it's not really a show, but during the filming of the Blood Eagle music video, I ripped my pants down the crotch, and I wasn't wearing underwear, so that was fun to have to finish the rest of that.
The ladies were happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They were.
Well, I hope they were happy.
They were all dripping.
Okay, so I'm going to rephrase that question and ask again. What's the coolest thing that's ever happened to you at a live show?
Oh
I don't
man.
know. That's a really hard question.
One time when we played in Wisconsin, didn't some guy give you like a weird ring or something
Oh yeah,
like
he
that?
gave me a skull ring.
A skull ring.
He came up and
Chicago, we got panties thrown on the stage.
really?
Yeah,
We did.
That's cool.
That's
kept
weird.
them, but
I was going to say, he grabbed them so quick you guys didn't get a chance to see them.
Yeah, apparently
I put
so.
them under my fucking dingo boot. And
I don't know, I don't know. Like I said, those Warriors of Metal Fest, are like when we played those, because we played it 2 years in a row, and there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened, and a lot of cool stuff too. I mean, just meeting other bands and everything.
Like, we were young and wild. I woke up on top of the trailer.
Yeah, I drank a glow stick on accident.
Oops.
Fun times.
You thought it was a shot, didn't you?
yeah, I thought it was a fruity. I was really dehydrated from drinking, and I thought it was. I didn't really think it was alcohol. I thought it was some kind of fruity drink or something. No, it was dripping in the window, and like I just kind of sucked it. Oh, those
like,
American flag streamers.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah, and then
Oh, delicious.
Don't taste those.
yeah, yeah, it was terrible. Yeah,
I bet it was.
yeah.
That's funny.
Ready to borrow soap too that day.
Oh, well, okay.
In my defense, I thought it was a.
He thought it was a cookie, but yeah.
The orchestrator of the Warriors of Metal Show Fest, Baptiste, he makes soap. And I wake up on top of the trailer, and he walks up with this box, and it looked like a box of donuts, and he handed me this bar of soap, and I thought it was like a cookie. That's totally not that crazy.
Yeah, we were.
It was a bar of soap, though.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, most of the funny, crazy stories happen because of the aftermath of us blackout drinking at things like that, and then yeah, the results are usually at least entertaining stories. But
Yeah.
I guess, come to think of it, not a lot of cool stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's just dumb stuff.
it's just dumb stuff. Yeah,
You think it's cool?
yeah,
At the time, it was probably a blast. So hey.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so now is the time for the most important question of the interview. So hope you guys are ready.
All right.
Which one of the guys in the band spends the most time in front of a mirror before you guys go on stage?
Brett probably.
I guess me.
That was
Well, I gotta
quick.
get the headband right, and I gotta put the earrings on, and
He probably does have the most garb.
yeah.
So that makes sense, I guess. But I guess truth be told, we all probably spend too much time in the mirror in terms of
How
much time
probably
dudes-
not have mirror.
how much time dudes spend in front of mirrors. Like, yeah, we probably spend too much.
You gotta look good though, right? Gotta brush your hair.
I guess we work really hard to look like we don't care.
All right, I look like I care.
Some irony there, and
Yeah, exactly.
I care, right?
Okay, no fist fights in the car over this, okay? I told you I care, damn it, smack. Alright,
Don't you say I don't care.
is there anything else? Is there anything I have not asked you that you want to make sure people know about the band Vanlade?
Zach, you don't have to whisper. Zach says,
I just wanted the front man to say, we are faster than the fucking speed of steel, and that's all anyone needs to know.
we are faster than the speed of steel, and that's all that anyone needs to know.
Good job, Brad.
I like it. Very cool.
That was the last take?
No,
Or you need to punch that in real quick.
we're keeping that one.
Can we do that again?
You're live on air. You can do it as much as you want.
We were just recording a different radio show thing on my computer, so we're used to repunching and
Repunching.
But no, I mean, I think we covered everything. Our new album's coming out soon. We just want people to check that out when it comes out.
Yep.
Follow us on Facebook. I don't know if you follow, like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.com.
That's what they do on that their computer.
Vanlade, VNLADE. And that, we post on there just about every day. So you can keep up with all the updates. We just finished bass, and now all we have left is our vocals and guitar solos. And it should be out,
Hopefully early next year.
yeah, hopefully early next year.
Okay, well, I, for one, look forward to it. Make sure it gets sent my way, please, so I can play it.
Absolutely.
And just so you know, just so everybody knows, coming up, I have at least 3 more tracks from Vanlade. I got Evil's Bane lined up. I got Blood Eagle, Hypernova, and many, many more tracks from Online Metal Promo's roster. One more time, I want to give a big shout out to them, and thanks for hooking you guys up with me, hooking us up. Thank you. And thank you guys again for taking time to call in. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, man.
Anytime.
We appreciate it.
Okay. Well, you guys take care. Tell the other members of the band I said what's up.
Alrighty. Will do, man.
All right. Take care, guys.
You guys have a good one.
Bye.